Greetings, citizens. What I'm going to briefly explain is how our reality works. I urge you to genuinely research string theory and end theory. There is no other scientific theory able to answer all of life's greatest questions, from the smallest nanoscale to the infinite black hole. Now, with an HD crystal clear picture, it appears clear and solid, elegant, but when zoomed in immensely, one discovers it's made out of small pixels. You can no longer see that picture. Just random pixels of colors, making no sense at all. You can then move or rearrange these pixels to create entirely different pictures. This is how our physical reality works. Advances in extreme nanotechnology have blown physics away. Even with what we perceive as solid maths, say a rock. When zoomed in immensely, we see a totally different picture, a chaotic, seemingly random mess that amazingly has more space than solid matter. This literally rewrites our view of reality and has changed science as we know it. Let's say you want to move an enormous object, like say, one of the many 800-ton stone slabs from Baalbek ancient ruins, made thousands of years ago, when our land cranes today can only hold up to 200 tons. It's no longer about creating a giant machine able to physically lift it, but rather a device capable of generating a nano beam of some sort that is small enough to fit in between the spaces and matter and move it from the smallest scale, which is basically weightless. Through our human eye's perspective, we would simply see the rock slab levitate, as if by magic. Individual strings of energy vibrating in an 11-dimensional object, like a saxophone. One constant breath of air can make various sound waves due to pressing chords, which simply change the shape of the area the wind is flowing through. The 11-dimensional object acts in the same way. As an 11-dimensional object, it's all flattened and folded in on itself. Depending on where in the object the energy string is located determines the frequency the string vibrates at. It's simply a matter of intense concentration, mastered from regular meditation, focused on a single object, with such consciousness and divine truth, which is understanding the true nature of how everything works, and that what we perceive as reality is simply that, our human perception, one very small fraction or angle of the universe. That you can match the energy you're emitting to what you are focusing on, in quantities enough to manipulate and eventually manifest it. However, without the 11-dimensional objects to contain it, one would have to keep complete concentration on that object, constantly. This is impossible to keep up forever, but would still be extremely helpful. You see, we don't need technology of any kind. We can power ourselves. However, technology is a gift to ourselves, to enjoy the physical aspects to reality, to always being on the verge of a breakthrough. The problem is technology has advanced far faster than the human mind. We learned how to destroy entire countries with a press of a button, before learning how to get along. Our evolution was backwards, and now we must catch up. Spirituality is a lot like anonymous. It's greatly misunderstood. To be spiritual, you do not have to meditate or read books or documentaries. These are simply tools to help. You simply must focus your full attention to one thing right now. 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 Time is an illusion based on Earth's movement relative to the sun. There is no past, just memories of it. There is no future, as when it comes. It's now. Now is the only time. Nothing is important but now. To be spiritual is to realize your own consciousness and existence in the ever-flowing now. To focus on stilling your mind, both conscious and subconscious. Most people have subconscious thoughts going on all the time that they are unaware of. Think of your favorite animal. Picture it. It's completely still at all times, free of thought and ego, completely in the now and content. This is our natural state. Our ability for rational thought was not to get absorbed in it, but simply to help us better understand life as we continue our ever-flowing journey in the now. This is the point of life. To live, to evolve, and prosper as a united race of peaceful beings, not to work as slaves, further powering the very people who enslaved us and seek to tighten the bonds and further divide the human species. I thank you for listening to this, and wish you all the best in life. I hope I've inspired you even slightly enough to take the time to research this, as knowledge and understanding is true power. We do not forget, we do not forgive, we are anonymous. Government. Expectus.